Wednesday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jason Peterson. Let's talk about the weather for your Wednesday evening. Now, looking at the radar right now, as you can see, nothing's going on right now inside the state of South Carolina, so that's a great thing for most of us. Except for if you need the rain. If you need the rain, yeah, that's not really too good of a thing for you. But if we go and talk about the entire United States, a lot could be said, as places like New York City, the actual city of New York, was under a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds going through there not too long ago. I think they're still under it now. I'm not quite sure. So if you know anybody in the New York City region, might want to let them know or check and see if the storm has already passed. Severe, pretty much severe thunderstorms going through most of Kentucky, going through parts of Virginia, pretty much all of West Virginia, the entire state almost is under severe thunderstorm watches. Idaho's under some severe thunderstorm watches. Northern Texas and southern Oklahoma near the Red River Valley is under severe thunderstorm watches. And I have no idea why my radar is all the way over there. But let's switch over to the MRMS, and you can see it kind of closer here. There goes all of our severe storms going through. Pretty much look at the Northeast being just covered with rain going down to the Ohio Valley, going down into Kentucky, Tennessee, and portions of the Deep South. The West is also looking not too great, mainly inside the Northwest. Rockies also looking not the best right now. The Four Corners region, same thing. But obviously the odd one out here being California and the desert Southwest getting no rain at all. Florida getting their everyday showers that they get down there, because they always are for some reason. Um, and then here's our current cloud cover right now. Current cloud cover is mainly around like western Myrtle Beach, northern Charleston is where that cloud cover is. You also have some low clouds as well, just to the south and east of Columbia, and with most of that cloud cover, some of it's low clouds, maybe some fog in there as well, low clouds slash fog, and the regular white is just clouds. Here is our cloud cover for the future for South Carolina. Push this forward. Again, most of the cloud cover actually comes as we go into like tomorrow. Tomorrow, the entire state could be covered with cloud cover as we move into tomorrow, so we're gonna have to watch out for that. In terms of current temperatures, 86 inside of Columbia, 82 in Charleston, 82 in Savannah, 82 in Myrtle Beach, 82 in Greenville, 80 in Anderson, 88 in Augusta, 82 in Sumter and Florence, as well as 84 up there in Rock Hill. Here is our low temperatures for tonight, Wednesday. Low temperature around 77 in Columbia, 79 in Charleston, and as well as Hilton Head Island, 80 inside of Myrtle Beach. That might be the only place where we get an 80-degree low for tonight up there in Myrtle Beach. 73 in Greenville, Spartanburg, 74 Anderson, Rock Hill, Lawrence, and Greenwood as well. Here is our forecasted precipitation for the next 24 or so hours. The entire state of South Carolina could see rain and maybe even some thunderstorms as well as we go into tomorrow, with some regions, mainly most regions receiving around maybe 1/100 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch, but with some regions reaching the 1/2 an inch to maybe even an inch, and for very isolated areas, an inch and a half. So let's check on the models now and see what they show. Looking at the HRRR now, let's move into the 18Z for tonight. We're just gonna go over tonight. We're not gonna, or sorry, not tonight, but tomorrow. We're not really gonna get too much into Friday. Might skim through it though. So here's 10 o'clock, and as we move this forward, again, you're not really seeing much, even as we go into the early morning. But then once we get to around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, you start to see showers and downpours start forming up there in the upstate near the Greenville, Spartanburg, Seneca, Anderson, Simpsonville regions. And look at this, 1 to 2 o'clock. We could get some thunderstorms over there near the Columbia region as well. 3 o'clock, this is very beneficial rain for the Columbia region as the drought monitor as well, because that's a good thing that we need to talk about. I'm pretty sure the drought monitor comes out tomorrow. I think it's every Thursday. So we'll take a look at that tomorrow, and we'll see what happens there. But here's 4 o'clock as well. You start to see even some more thunderstorms start to kick up, and this isn't even really the main threat area that we're watching. The main area, highlighted mainly by the Storm Prediction Center, is really this region. So from the low country of South Carolina all the way through Moncks Corner, Georgetown, Conway, Loris, Myrtle Beach for some severe storms as we go into tomorrow. We'll talk about that more in a second. But you can see definitely hail and damaging wind is possible with most of these storms going through around like 7, 8 o'clock p.m. Has some heavy thunderstorms moving through the Barnwell, Tri-County regions near like North Charleston, downtown Charleston as well. Near Ridgeland as well. 10 p.m. we can still see some hail through there. So I would not be surprised at all if we saw a slight risk of severe weather added for somewhere, mainly inside of the low country of South Carolina, in my opinion. That's my opinion, though. Could be for damaging winds, it could be for hail. But I mean, if you look at some of the wind gusts for like the next couple of hours, for like during tomorrow as well, I mean, you can obviously see that we have. Oh, this is the knots. Hold on, let me change that real quick because I don't want that to be in knots right now. So radar settings, I think should be the model settings, and then we go to miles per hour. All right. But anyways, there we go. I mean, wind gusts 40, 50, 60 miles per hour tomorrow. So that's just something else we're gonna have to watch out for. Where I was talking about for damaging winds. Hail as well is going to be a threat. It's going to be again like isolated, just like the damaging wind threat will be. But all of them, I think all of the threats are still pretty high. 40 to 60 mile per hour winds possible tomorrow. And that's pretty much all that is. So let's go and let's now talk about severe weather, like with the actual SPC outlook. You can see tonight we are under just a TSTM, just some regular thunderstorms possible as we go into tonight. And then as you get into tomorrow, that marginal risk that goes all the way from the low country of South Carolina all the way through like Columbia, all the way up towards Sumter, Florence, all the way into North Carolina as well, and down into the Myrtle Beach region as well. Again, with not really a chance for a tornado, but really just a wind and a hail threat. That's the main threat with this. And then as we get into Friday as well, the entire state of South Carolina, pretty much the entire southeastern United States in general, will be under a TSTM for tomorrow. So everyone from Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida, everybody in these states has the chance to receive a thunderstorm tomorrow. This won't mean that everyone's going to get a thunderstorm tomorrow, because that would be pretty insane. But everyone in this area does have a chance of receiving thunderstorms tomorrow. So pretty much everyone in the southeast has a chance of receiving rain/thunderstorms tomorrow. Here's the excessive rainfall outlook. You can see that we're under a day 5 marginal risk of excessive rainfall. And this is again a good thing just because of the lack of amount of rain that's been going on, especially in the Midlands of South Carolina as well. So up there inside of the Columbia, Florence, Sumter regions, even going towards like Conway and Loris, South Carolina, up there towards just to the south of like Rock Hill as well, also has the chance to receive some kind of like just like minor flooding. Not a lot's really going on in terms of that. Here is our 7-day graphical tropical weather outlook, and this has some very unique changes, and really one is over here for the disturbance number 1, where it just says a 20% chance for the next 7 days, 10% for the next 48 hours, where it says a tropical wave over the west central Caribbean Sea is producing widespread but disorganized shower and thunderstorm activity. While it moves rapidly westward at around 25 miles per hour, environmental conditions could become more conducive for some gradual development later this week over the western Caribbean Sea or over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico during the weekend. So low, around 10% chance for the next 48 hours, 20% chance for the next 7 days. And there is something that I do want to show with that as well. Let me see. Over here towards the Tropical Tidbits website. Here it is right here. So as we show the 94L, Invest 94L, you can see with the 18Z. Again, nothing really that's happening with this at all. Really just a chance for this to go into like Central America, maybe bring some maybe bring like some heavy rain with it as well. Not really in terms of maybe some gusty winds as well, because I mean every low pressure brings some type of gusty winds. But again, just really the threat for that heavy rainfall as it goes into the Central America regions. And that's not the only thing that we have to watch out for, because look at this. So you can see this orange region down here as well. This is disturbance 2. Has a 30% chance for the next 48 hours, 60% chance for the next 7 days, and you can see that its satellite images indicate that a tropical wave located several hundred miles southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands have become better organized since yesterday, with more concentrated area of thunderstorms. Environmental conditions are forecast to become unusually conducive for late June across the central and west tropical Atlantic, and further development of the system is anticipated. A tropical depression or tropical storm could form this weekend, several hundred miles east of the Windward Islands, while the system moves westward at 15 to 20 miles an hour. 30% chance for the next 48 hours and 60% chance for the next 7 days. So, as they said, this is unusually conducive, especially for this early inside of hurricane season. This is pretty much going to show you what this hurricane season is going to look to be like, because this is not supposed to be, this type of system over here is not really supposed to be happening in June. This is maybe like a later, like, again, we're in like peak hurricane season, but this is not a June type storm. So let's show you that right now, and that is Invest 95L now. So Invest 94L is inside the yellow, 95L is inside of the orange. And if you don't know what the Invest is, again, it's pretty much just the chance for it to impact land, rather it be just rain or wind or hurricane, major hurricane, tropical storm, tropical depression, doesn't matter at all. Just if it impacts land, that's what turns it into an Invest. And here's the spaghetti models, as people like to say, spaghetti models, for where 95L can go. And you can see we still have a lot because we're still very uncertain on what this thing will do. But the median, if you look at the median in general and just smush all of these together, right now they has it going towards southwestern Florida. So you have some models that curve up, may go towards New England. Some curve up, go straight towards South Carolina. Some curve down, go towards northern South America. Some goes into the Gulf of Mexico. Some goes to Central America. So that means that we are still too far out, and we're gonna have to wait a little while longer until we can get into the point to where we're like, okay, we know where this thing is at least gonna go. Right now, we're just way too far out. We don't know we don't know where this thing's gonna go at all. So I cannot tell you exactly where this thing is going to go, if it's going to hit Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, up there inside the upstate. I just can't answer that question. So that's pretty much that, and let's go and talk about the future. So looking down here inside the southeastern United States, move this forward, you can see that as we get into tomorrow, more chance of rain tomorrow, again, those pop-up showers and thunderstorms for what we've been seeing, because it's, again, tropical air mass with it being like so hot outside, there's going to be a chance for thunderstorms, if not strong thunderstorms, every single day, just because it's summertime. But as we continue on, 28th to 29th looking the exact same, the 30th looking the exact same. Same thing with July the 1st, just scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout most of the next couple of days. As we get into July the 2nd and July the 3rd, we may get a break July the 3rd. July the 4th also looks pretty well as well. So hopefully, I hope that out of all the days, July the 3rd and July the 4th is probably going to be the best days, which is very convenient. But then some severe weather, in my opinion, severe weather, heavy rainfall possible on June the 16th as well, mainly with this system over here. See more of the reds and yellows over here towards the coast. As we move on through there, that's going to push out, and then we could have a nice dry period, actually for a couple of days, from July, seems to be like late July the 7th, all the way through potentially to like July the 11th. So July the 7th to July the 11th could be a pretty dry period in between there, which means it's probably going to get hot in between there as well, even though it's already been hot, but it could be potentially even hotter. And again, some more showers and thunderstorms after that on like the 12th. So that's pretty much that. I don't have anything else in terms of the future. So let's go and talk to the audience. If you want to be a part of the audience, you can by joining us at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys hit the like button as well. 9 people watching and 6 likes. Let's go and get that number up a little bit. So let's go on and read it. Good evening to you. Hello, Jay. Hope you had a good day. I did. Ms. Tolliver says no rain at our house today. No rain today. There was one really close. It was in like Ridgeville, I believe. And then it kind of just dissipated. So it was going to hit us, and it actually was supposed to be strong as well, 45, 55 miles per hour. But it kind of just dissipated just like that. So we didn't have to worry about it too much than what we thought it was gonna be. My cousin Cheryl said, "Good evening, weatherman. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. Um, let's see. Love how you keep us going on the weather. Keep up the good work. Love you, your cousin Cheryl. Thank you so much for that. And I will hopefully keep you guys updated on the weather. And I am doing well today." Mr. Anthony said, good evening to you. And my cousin says, good evening, Joseph. I hope all is well. My grass looks fantastic. I hope it can sustain in this heat. Yes, I saw the picture, actually. I heard my phone do like a little vibration. I looked, and I saw a picture of some grass, and it looks very well. So hopefully it can sustain, like you said. But enough with that talk. Let's go and talk about both of San Antonio and Raleigh's forecast. Not really much for severe weather today, so we're probably going to talk just about temperatures and rain, even though Raleigh is under a day 5 marginal risk of excessive rainfall, but that can obviously change, and I don't know what I just did there. But alright, I got all that set up. And in terms of rain for y'all, you said it hopefully can sustain this heat. But in terms of rain, again, not really looking too likely in terms of rain. I don't know. I mean, you may have some showers just to your northwest around tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. But I don't know if it'll make it right into the region as you go into tomorrow. Or even Friday as well. So you might still be out of rain. I'm not sure quite yet on where those showers will be. Because obviously those things can go anywhere they want to. But it's looking like no rain is really going to be happening for the next 40 or so hours. As we move into temperatures for tonight, though. Temperatures for tonight are going to be around 90. No, we're going to be around 77 tonight. And then high temperatures tomorrow around 101. So it's going to be back to that same heat that you've been used to, around 101. And as we go into tomorrow night, low temperature around 78, and then around 2 o'clock, it'll be around 94. As we move on over here towards Raleigh, North Carolina as well. By the way, for San Antonio, there is no severe weather expected, no excessive rainfall possible for over there as well, so you don't have to worry about any type of severe weather. Temperatures for Raleigh for tomorrow, for tonight around 74 seems to be. And then as you go into tomorrow, high temperatures around 89 seems to be. As you go into tomorrow night, low temperatures around 72, and then 93 at 2 o'clock. In terms of rain, as well as the composite reflectivity, move our way back. And as we push this forward, again, you can see pretty much isolated thunderstorms, like I was saying. Even as we get into like a couple hours or so, you could have some isolated thunderstorms just to your west. And more rain will probably fall again as you get to around 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And then maybe even some more going into the afternoon regions, more isolated showers, isolated downpours, and that's pretty much all. So that's pretty much that for both of y'all. For day 5, which I believe is next week Sunday, the 30th of June, you do have a chance for some isolated flash flooding up there in Raleigh, but that's all in terms of severe weather. If y'all want to do the ratings for tonight as well, rate on a scale of 1 to 10, where was I in terms of effectively giving the information? Was that concise? You know, how helpful was the information? You can do that for tonight's video. I didn't do a video this morning, so it would really only be for tonight. But that's all that I have. I don't see any other comments. And, yep, so make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button as well, as we are getting closer to our goal of 100. No, not 100. 200. So we're getting closer to our goal of 200. We got another subscriber today. 129 subscribers for the channel. So that is a great thing. And then as we move towards the end of August, August the 30th, I believe. I don't know. I think it's the 30th for August. Yes. No, the 31st. It's the 31st for August. So we'll end on the 31st for August. And that's our last day to get 200. So I'm trying to get there before, so we don't have to rush that last day and then start to tell y'all to rush people to subscribe and all that kind of stuff, because I don't want to have to do that. So I want to get it done before the deadline. You know, if you're doing work or something like that, you don't want to rush it at the last minute. You want to get it done as soon as you can. Because, you know, a lot of people have a lot of problems with stuff like procrastinating and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying not to procrastinate myself as well. So we're just going to try and get this done before August the 31st. And that's all that I have. I see the info was great. Thank you, a strong 8.7. That is very specific, but I'll take the 8.7. Again, no biasness at all. I don't want you to give me a 10 just because like I'm your favorite person or something like that. I want you to be actually like real and tell me the truth actually. So that's all that I have. I'm going to head out. I will be in the chat for about another 5 minutes or so, and see if there's any other comments that I can answer, any questions too. If it's for the tropics, obviously that's a huge one because of all the stuff that's going on out there. We're in, again, another up period as well. So I'm going to head out. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday evening, and I will be back tomorrow morning, hopefully tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, around that time, with another 4.